oṣù mẹ́ta fún àwọn ọmọ wa tó fẹ́ ṣe JAMB. Ìgbà kan parí JAMB yẹn a tún ṣe ètò láàrin ara wa, àkówójọ, a tún fún wọn ní fọ́ọ̀mù, wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe àṣeyọrí lórí exam yẹn. Àwa wò wípé tí a bá ṣe léyìí, àwọn ọmọ tó ń rìn káàkiri gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti mọ̀ wípé ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ó ṣe pàtàkì láàrin ìlú. Ọmọ tí ò bá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ọlọ́mọdé tí ọmọ náà ó ṣe ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀. Ìdí nìyẹn tí a fi mú ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí a tẹ̀ ń wò wípé a tún máa ṣe takuntakun jù báyìí lọ lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba. Kò kí wọn àwa wo nǹkan tí a tún lè ṣe ìjókòó tí a ṣe lénìí, a dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run ọba wípé ètò báwo ni ètò ààbò ó ṣe fẹ́ wà nílùú Ìkìrun. Tí ètò ààbò wa wà, gbogbo nǹkan tó ti lọ á padà, báńkì á lè padà, àwọn iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá wọn á lè wà ń bíbá ẹ. Wọ́n ní ọwọ́ tó bá dilẹ̀ ní èsì ń tẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Abẹ́ ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, ẹ̀yin yá wa tọ́lọ̀ ti bùkún ní ìjókòó yìí. Ẹ̀jọ̀ ẹ bá wa dá iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá lẹ̀, ẹ bá wa lo ètò yìí kí a ti gbà.
Number 2 should please
Number 2, àwọn yunifásitì náà
Number 2, please. Before then, I would like to recognize the presence of Architect Prince Leka Usman Megida. You're welcome, sir. Honorable Tajudeen Adeyemi, we recognize your presence, sir. Ìṣẹ́jú kan lẹ́ni torí Ọlọ́run.
Mo kí ẹ̀yin aṣíwájú wa nílùú Ìkìrun. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí ìbàjẹ́ ó kàn yín. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn steering committee. Ẹ ti ṣe oore ńlá fúnlùú Ìkìrun. Orúkọ mi ni Lion Dr. Adébọ́lá Adéṣóyè. Èmi ni mo jẹ́ olórí ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ kan tí a pè ní Lions Club International tá a pè ní nílùú Nàìjíríà bí báyìí. Èmi ni district governor wọn. Mo dẹ̀ rí wípé nínú àsìkò tí Ọlọ́run fún wa ní orí ọ̀fẹ́, ìlú Ìkìrun la kọ́kọ́ mú lọ́kùnkúndùn nítorí wípé ìtọ́jú àwọn tó ní àìsàn ààfin Ìkìrun ni a fi ṣe sẹ́ńtà gbogbo South West tá a dẹ̀ pé àwọn ènìyàn wa kó wá jẹ àǹfààní. A dẹ̀ sọ wípé a fẹ́ ṣe bọ́ọ̀lù márùn-ún sílùú Ìkìrun, èyí tí a ti parí alákọ̀ọ́kọ́, mẹ́rin yòókù a ti ń bá àwọn ènìyàn tí wọ́n ní ìfẹ́ sí i, a ti ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n ní àwọn fún wa níbi tí a ó gbẹ́ mẹ́rin yòókù sí. A ti gbé alákọ̀ọ́kọ́, a dẹ̀ ti sí táwọn èèyàn ti mú mi níbẹ̀. Oore tẹ́ ẹ ṣe fún wa nílùú ẹ̀yìn tí ẹ kó èlé jọ, Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí ipa ayé ó pin ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀, nítorí pé àwa sojú àwọn ọ̀dọ́ bíi tiwa ní ìlú Èkó. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lónìí báyìí wọ́n wá ọ̀nà láti wá ní Ìkìrun láti wá ṣe dáadáa, ṣùgbọ́n kò sọ́nà torí a ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ rí tá a wá sí Ìkìrun dé níbi tá a jókòó sí nígbà tí wọ́n ti forúkọ àwọn tí wọ́n mọ̀ tán, wọ́n àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tí wọ́n lówó lọ́wọ́. Níbi tá a bá dé yìí bàbá, kódà ẹni tó jẹ́ wípé 5,000 fẹ́rẹ́ ní òfin rẹ̀ Ìkìrun lọ́wọ́, ẹ jẹ́ àpè ọmọ Ìkìrun pọ̀ lájò tí gbogbo wa bá dúró lójú kan tá a jó sùsù ọ̀wọ̀. Ó dá mi lójú wípé kò sí ọkọ̀ wà lásán. Ẹ ṣe mo dúpẹ́.
Before we call the next person, please let's have the focus. Nǹkan tí a ní ká ṣe ni pé ibi tí a bá rò pé a kù sí ni ká máa pè àkíyèsí ara wa sí.
Thank you, sir. Ní àfikún, agbẹ́jọ́ yìí kalẹ̀ ní àwọn ọmọ Ìkìrun tí kó wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé kí wọ́n lè jẹ́ ara wa wọ́n wà níbí o wọ́n sí níbí o kí àwọn náà lè kópa so kò sí ìdíwọ́ fún ẹnìkan kẹ́ni láti sọ pé òun ò ní wà nínú ètò so àwọn tí wọ́n wà tí wọ́n jọ ìwà virtually àti láti fún àwọn náà ní audience and nínú wọn àgùnbẹ́ ìṣẹ̀dá representative wọn àwọn náà ní comment fún wa so kọ́mọ́dà bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn táwa nínú ilé nìkan ni àwọn attend sí so abẹ́ pé representative àgùnbẹ́ ìṣẹ̀dá káwọn náà bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ní ìṣẹ́jú kan.
nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ fún wa ni pé àwọn èèyàn darapọ̀ mọ́ wa láti orí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára láti dá sí ètò tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́.
ẹ connect wọn. ẹ connect wọn.
nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe léyìí lọ́wọ́.
ẹ lè sọ̀rọ̀ fún àwọn fídíò wọn wà ẹlẹ́bùbọ̀ wọ́n ti ń àgùnbẹ́ descendants you are given the floor to contribute.
Hello. Number 3 should please step forward. Number 3, please, on this side.
Bí àkókò àwọn secondary school tó wà ní Ikirun. So ẹlẹ́kejì ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ní àìpẹ́ yìí a ṣe ètò
ó dàbí ẹni tẹ́ ká pé ẹnì kẹta.
mo kí gbogbo ìpéjọpọ̀ láti orí bàbá wa nísà Ikirun àti gbogbo àwọn bàbá mi tó wà ní gbogbo àti gbogbo àwọn ẹlẹgbẹ́ mi àwọn tó jù lọ àti mo jù lọ. Mo kí àwọn tí wọ́n gbé àpèjókòó dúró dáradára ṣùgbọ́n ó rò wípé bí wọ́n ti kọ́ wa nílé àwọn pòfẹ́sọ̀ tí wọ́n bá tẹ̀sí ìdánwò wọ́n jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé ẹ dáhùn ìbéèrè mẹ́ta but ẹ dáhùn nàmbà wà ó wà pọ̀ sí.
ẹ bá wa sọ orúkọ yín ẹ̀sọ́ agboolé yín àti ẹ̀dá ìmọ̀.
èmi ni ẹnjìníà Rasidi Abiodun Ọ̀káwọn ọmọdé baálẹ̀ olú nílùú Ìkẹrẹ. Mo lọ sí orí item number 8 tá a wà wọ́n ní a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ lóko yìí ní aago 10 a sì máa parí ẹni aago 1 ó jẹ́ wákàtí 3. Mo rò wípé ìpele kẹjọ yẹn nínú wákàtí 3 nínú wákàtí 3 ó yẹ kó mú wákàtí kan káàbárí máa parọ́ fúnra wa tó bá ti lẹ́kàkà dojú ká mú súùtù ká dìde ni làwa ṣe ọ̀tọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n bí wọ́n ti sọ pé mi wọ́n ní afẹ́ gbogbo ìdàgbàsókè kí la lè ṣe tó lè mú ìdàgbàsókè Ìkirun wá ibi tí àwọn èèyàn ti máa sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ọ̀rọ̀ ká má sọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú tàbí ká má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́balọ́ba gbogbo nǹkan wọn ló lè kúlù ìdílé ká wá sọ lẹ́nu ẹ wá lé ẹjọ́ àtẹ̀jú márùn-ún bọ́ọ̀ ló ti jẹ́ mo tóbi bẹ́ẹ̀ mo jẹ́ fún ó wá dídí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ wá lé ẹ̀kọ́ mú yàn márùn-ún àwọn èèyàn ló lọ ọ̀rọ̀ nínú tí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ wo fẹ́kẹ́ wọ́n sọ mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ àní báńkì àní èdè gíga ẹ̀sọ̀rọ̀ mínárẹ̀tì àní ọ̀nà ìfẹ́ ìjọwọ́pọ̀ tó wà láàrin èèyàn kò tó gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ẹni táwọn àyè tó wá láti lè tó kò fún wọn dá sí. tó ọ̀rọ̀ sẹ́jú kan yìí ẹ̀ mú kúrò ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá sọ̀rọ̀ èlé olè jíjà lẹ́pẹ́ nílùú Ìkìrun yóò jẹ́ ká ní báńkì kí la fẹ́ ṣe sí tá a máa tàwọn OPC ní tó máa sọ báńkì àti kí la fẹ́ ṣe nígbà tí pé wọ́n ní contribution it should be deliberation not contribution deliberation ìwọ mú jẹ wá tí a máa dìjókòó ìgbà àwọn OPC tó máa sọ báńkì tó ń bọ̀ ní tó wọ́n ti pé jókòó ìjọba tó dé olè tó máa dé wọn lọ gbogbo báńkì tá à ń sọ fún wọn wá àwọn ẹjẹ̀jẹ̀ fmb àwọn ọmọ tó wà pẹ̀lú ń bà wọ́n ó lè má lé wọn lọ ìyẹn wà mẹ́ta sí sọ ọ̀rọ̀ à ń jáde scholarship àwọn tó wá láti Niger Delta wọ́n fún àwọn ọmọ ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì fún wọn ní scholarship àìní scholarship kò jẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ọmọ wa kí wọ́n lè ka ìwé kí la fẹ́ ṣe sí ọ̀kan náà nìyẹn so àwọn nǹkan bá ń lọ làwọn èèyàn wá fẹ́ dá sí ẹ̀dá àpò ẹgbà àwọn èèyàn wa láàyè tí wọ́n sọ.
ẹ ṣeun níwọ̀n bá àgbà tó jẹ́ pé èmi náà fara mọ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn láǹfààní àti sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nítorí ìjọba àkókò ẹ jẹ́ kí a ṣe àkọọ́lẹ̀ àwọn tá a bá fẹ́ láti fi dá ṣeéṣe ká bá ní kí gbogbo èèyàn tó wà ní ó sọ̀rọ̀ ṣeéṣe ká má láǹfààní àti kúrò bí o ẹ jẹ́ kí a ṣe àkọọ́lẹ̀ nǹkan tí a bá fẹ́ ká fi sọwọ́ sí àwọn ìgbìmọ̀.
ọlọ́run tó fún yín ètò ìgbẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ́gbọ̀n gan-an ni ìyàtọ̀ gómi kí kálukú dá sí kódà á lè ṣe àkọọ́lẹ̀ òkú kan ṣùgbọ́n ẹ rí i pé gbogbo àwọn àbàbà tó wá jòkó bàbá wa ìsà gan-an wọ́n ti fúgàmù lọ́wọ́ lé wọn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ rìnrìn àjò lọ àwọn kọmití máa wà tí wọn ó dárúkọ tó jẹ́ pé bàbá ti di ìlú yẹn kálukú máa kọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ online gbogbo ẹ̀ kálukú máa wà lórí ìdílé security wà tó jẹ́ iṣẹ́ ìdílé fún wa education bẹ́ẹ̀ social justice bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ti wá sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo òṣìṣẹ́ ní ìbára ẹni tó bá yẹ pé ìdènà irú ọba àgbẹ̀dẹ ẹ̀kọ́ nínú báńkì tó ìwé ara ìsìkọ́rí ìdènà náà ìwé ẹ̀dá ẹ̀ ń gbé ìdè kékeré ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀yìn ọ̀làkẹ́rù ẹ̀kẹ́rin ẹ̀jẹ̀kútàdẹ̀ ó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti dé lérí ìyẹn tipẹ́tipẹ́ tó gbàdábà débẹ̀ ládùúgbò máa kọ́ńtìbìtì sí ìgbà tí online ni o kíní kan yẹn máa rí pé kò ní sí wàhálà kankan láti kó ìgbà pé pàdé mi láti wá kọ néètì náà tá a bá jọ sọ wọ́n lè ní o lè rọrùn káwọn analyse gbogbo ẹ̀ láì sọ pé arábáyé pé ní conference lókùn ní àti lónìí àti lọ́dà àti ní ọ̀dọ̀ náà àgbà yín dá púpọ̀ wọ́n torí àkókò ní olóòrùn àlọ́wọ́.
Recording at 17 we are going to local. I've got to go Number 4. I think number 4 is not for you are going to local.
Number 4, please step forward.
Number 4, open.
Number 4.
Open. Number 4.
Nǹkan tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ lò ìpàdé ìpè gbogbo akábẹ̀rẹ̀ ilé àtọ̀tọ̀ wa máa tẹ̀síwájú ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ mú ìdúró lórí ìfọ̀. Ètò ìfẹ́ dá sílẹ̀ òfin ní pé tí mo fẹ́ bá sílẹ̀
kí la fẹ́ ṣe tí a lè eradicate drugs ní ìlú yìí. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe tí a sọ pé yàrá pé ká ẹ̀yàwó ní ìlú wa tó bá ṣe wà ká eradicate àtò ṣe pé kó wọ̀ kó ṣe kọ̀. Èmi wá wò pé education wa náà ó ní wàhálà tá a bá lè ìwọ̀n tá a fẹ́ ṣe sí tí a lè bá àwọn ọmọ wa sọ̀rọ̀ kí wọ́n jẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ó jẹ́ òbí ni ó máa yá wọn pé ká má máa look for short cut sí success majority àwọn ọmọ wa ń sìn wọn fẹ́ kàwé mọ́ irú bí tá a wà lọ́jọ́ òní kò sọ́mọ kankan ní sùkúl lónìí o àti wọlé léyà wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sùkúl lẹ́nu gbogbo níbi tá a wà àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣe ss wáyé nìkan ló wà ní sùkúl lónìí ilé àwa òbí yìí náà ni àwọn ọmọ yìí wà ṣé àwa náà àti wọn jáde àbáwa náà gbéṣẹ́ fún wọn eré ayé mi fẹ́ ká gbé yẹ̀wò bí ẹ̀kọ́ ṣe ṣe pàtàkì lọ́kàn àwọn ọmọ wa tí wọ́n ní fi máa di alábàárù ní ọjà mo fẹ́ ká sọ pé ìgbà wọ́n kọ́ kò sí no to yahoo no to tout ní ìlú Ìkìrun ká fi ẹsẹ̀ wa nílẹ̀ pé èèyàn máa ń kàwé ní wọ́n máa wo àwọn pòfẹ́sọ̀ láàrin wa wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú ìgbà táwọn náà fi ṣe step forward nígbà tí náà fẹ́ dàbí lágbájá lọ́dọ̀ tó fẹ́ di yahoo kò fẹ́ tout ọlọ́run á lọ.
ẹ ṣeun ìyá wa we recognize the presence of Ọ̀túnba Kọ́lá Ọlábípò ọ̀gádàpọ̀.
ẹ kú gbogbo ọgbọ́n àti òye tí ọlọ́run fún yín tí ẹ fi ṣètò yìí ọlọ́run á máa jẹ́ kí a máa rí gbá ẹ̀yin bọ̀dá wa àtẹ̀yìn àti wa ẹ̀yin bàbá wa tẹ̀ gbẹ́tọ̀ ìkàlẹ̀ àkìyí. àwọn ìṣòro tí mo rò wípé alátìmọ̀ nǹkan tá a máa ṣe ní wàrà ṣẹṣà ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ àìsí iṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ sọ wípé àwọn fẹ́ provide iṣẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ní community sáàtì ẹ̀ ní bóyá àwọn committee láti bá state government àti federal government ṣiṣẹ́ láti mọ̀ wípé opportunity tó wà at the national level that's number one. Then number two, the global report from UNESCO and other international organizations wọ́n sọ wípé the curriculum that we are using is outdated. Kí ni a fẹ́ ṣe tí a fi máa mọ̀ wípé ká darí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ọkùnrin obìnrin fún táǹkì èyí sí application vocational skills and entrepreneurial development. Then number three, ilé iṣẹ́ wa tí ó gbé òsì afẹ́fẹ́ èyí ọ̀sẹ̀ tv àwọn ìdílé National Broadcasting Commission they are going through digitalization of the media industry. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa ní ẹgbẹ́ fún ẹ jẹ́ kí a tẹ̀lé wọn tó lè lè tó bí e-electronic or e-media guru. Àyíká wọn wá sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ Yahoo. Yahoo is a global phenomenon. Nígbà bàbá wa máa ṣe àwọn pọ̀ tó wá ní ìgbà yẹn. Kákọ́kọ́ kí bàbá wa Dr. Oye Lawa kò sí ẹni tí ó kàwé wọn ní gbogbo Áfíríkà wa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a fi kọ́ ìtàwọn pòfẹ́sọ̀ tó wà ní ìgbà yẹn. Ẹni ọmọ 20 or 50 ẹ̀mẹ́tọ̀ ẹ̀dùnmẹ̀ ìgbà tí ó dé lọ Àbújá Haúsá kan gbà tó kọ́kọ́ láwà lórúkọ mi mo sọ pé ọmọ Dr. Lawa ó fún mi ní ẹ̀kí máa gbé tó ló sọ wípé ìwé yẹn òkúta tó fi pa sílọ́ọ̀nì àti gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ nínú wa ẹ̀yin náà dúpọ̀ tó àtẹ̀kọ̀ fún àgbáyé there are a lot of young people that want to be an architect as you be able to meet them you have to be able to connect to as you be able to bend them ẹ̀yin kọ́ ní iṣẹ́ àwọn iṣẹ́ wà lọ́wọ́ ní o gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe sọ pé ẹ̀yin àwọn ọmọ tó ń ní káàkiri torí kò sẹ́ni tó darí wọn ní o ó sọ àkáàkiri yìí nìyẹn ẹ̀yin nípa ọ̀rọ̀ natural resources ọ̀sùn ṣe kọ́ lára àwọn state tó ní kò àwọn ọmọ láti sàmọ̀ra láti fẹ́ bí ẹ máa rí wọn ní gbogbo ilé sẹ́wọ̀n a ní àwọn èèyàn tó ń ṣe geology wọ́n lè dá ìyọ̀wọ́ wọn yìí responsibility wa ní o nítorí pé tá a bá kọ̀ láti má sọ̀tún wọn lórí pé yóò bá wọn pé òṣìṣẹ́ àti ọmọ kékeré ó máa ń wà lórí o èyí bàbá wọn láti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fún wa o tí ẹ bá padà tẹ̀gbọ́n lọ bá wọn ọlọ́sìn ní ìgbà lọ bá wọn tó tẹ̀lé ìjọ ẹ máa yọ ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀
ẹ máa tẹ̀lé wọn láti wá sọ ìṣẹ́jú kan.
orúkọ mi ní bíbélì ọ̀dàdébélì ẹjọ́ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tí ẹgbẹ́ ìkàlẹ̀ àti pẹ̀lú ọmọ yìí èyí mo bá láàárọ̀ yìí ó yà fẹ́ lo torí ìgbà express ẹgbẹ́ ìgbàwó olùgbẹ́gbà lẹ́yìn lọ́tọ̀ ló pé àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ní ìgbẹ́lọ́pẹ́lẹ́ fáì ó pẹ́jẹ́ lẹ́yìn lọ́tọ̀ èdèjì pẹ̀lú ọmọdé yìí wọ́n tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n tí ó jẹ́ lẹ́yìn tú ìmúnà tí lọ lẹ̀ díẹ̀ àkúrò kọ̀lọ́mọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ náà fún àwọn dynamic ní o prestige ní o olóòpọ̀ náà majority ní o nígbà yìí ní o wọ́n try bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí àkókò báyìí wọ́n rí pé ẹ̀yìn kan ẹ̀ try aṣíwájú kan ló dé wábì mo wà ní ẹ̀dá náà mo ní àwọn ọmọdé lọ́dún tó fẹ́ lọ ó ní sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọdé o àdúgbò náà ọlọ́run láti wọ́n ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀sọ́ ẹ̀sọ́ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí ẹ má tó rẹ̀ yìí ẹ má tó rẹ̀ yìí orí táwa ṣe ìfẹ́jẹ́ nínú ló tún fún ọ ẹ má tó sún mi lẹ́yìn àwọn táwọn ń lé ẹ̀jọ̀ ìfẹ́ táwa ti fi ara wa sí kankan nínú ìsìnkú síbi máa fún àdìgí àti ìkáwé àbí àgbọ̀dọ̀ tó wọ́n ti sọ àjò ẹ̀ṣẹ́ náà ó ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́.
ẹsẹ̀ jẹ́ akí bàbá wa èmi kọ́ lórí gbogbo ọtí àbáyé sọ wisdom àwọn bàbá wa tí wọ́n kó wa jẹ aláàbí mustapha ọlọ́run tó jẹ́ ká ní wọn pé bí ọmọdé bá ní aṣọ sí àgbà kò lè ní àṣìṣe àṣìṣe àgbà gbogbo kọ̀ọ̀sán àti sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ bàbá ti dé jà wọ́n ní kọ́mítì tí wọ́n fi sílẹ̀ ẹ má kí ni ìyẹ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn torí nínú àwọn tí wọ́n wà bí gbogbo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ni wọ́n wúlò láti wà nínú wọn bí ìbáṣe kan kò ní ní brọ́dà wà lọ́wọ́ àti ní brọ́dà ọmọ àti sọ́mẹ́ntì inú ìsìnkú àwọn ọmọ tó sọ wà nù. so nígbà tó fi dàgbà tí ó wà lẹ́yìn àwọn tí ò ní wá lẹ́yìn àwọn ó ju pé ó wà nínú àwọn kọ̀mẹ́tì kọ̀ọ̀kan láyé kò sí aspect tí bàbá ò ti tọ́jú security ni education ni àwọn abẹnú kò pé àwọn ní sábà bí ìjókòó mi kí ọlọ́run tó jẹ́ ká ní pẹ́ àwọn ní ìdílé àgbẹ̀dẹ́kàwọ̀ ẹni tí ó dájú àbá pé kí bàbá yìí kí wọ́n máa bá lọ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ náà láti máa parí union ẹni tí ó dájú àbá ẹni tí ó ṣe àdéhùn àbádọ́ kó lè tẹ́lẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ṣe àmọ̀ sí àwọn steering committee nìkan ni so àti láti formalize
the NLP executive committee to be reviewed by Professor Yakub Pabiyi. Professor Yakub Pabiyi, please take us, sir. Professor Yakub Pabiyi, sir.
We want to normalize, we want to formalize the election of our father, Engineer Dr. Alhaji Mustapha Olawi, as the president of this union.
Professor Pabiyi Brothers.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá bá ọ̀rọ̀ tó rí rẹ̀. by the new chairman NIPU.
Okay. I'm a chartered accountant and a business advisor. Okay. I'm from Ikirun.
Sir, we have to appreciate your group.
Prof.
Hear me? Brody. Sir, we have to appreciate your group, National Ikirun Progressive
Thank
Union,
you very
sir.
much.
What's the brain behind the formation of this group?
The brain behind it. Well, you see, we had COVID last year. So some concerned indigenous of the town saw the need to complement government efforts by providing palliative to the less privileged. So these people gathered together, they were able to mobilize resources, and they did a lot, food item and stuff like that. So that was the genesis. So after the COVID something, the discussion continued because why distributing those things? They were able to discover so many things, and that started the thinking. How could we, beyond sharing things, there's a popular proverb: you give somebody a fish, you feed him for a day, but if you teach him how to fish, then for life he can continue to feed himself. So how do we really move our people out of poverty? How do we solve the myriad of problems that we have in the community? So that necessitated the formation of the National Ikirun Progressive Union, and then there was now the need to bring in more people into it. So the interim chairman is going to continue now, Alhaji Dr. Mustapha Olawuyi, and some people, Engineer Olateru. Actually, Olateru was the chairman of the COVID committee. So that was how we gathered together and we started mobilizing all our friends, people that were classmates, people who are from Ikirun. So, and then the problems are obvious, Ikirun feel marginalized. When Osun State was about to be created, Ikirun fought to be considered as capital. We lost out. When they wanted to establish the Osun State University, Ikirun, was one of the towns that bidded for the school. We didn't get it. We didn't even get any of the satellite something, and so many other things. Of late, Federal College of Education was given to Iwo, although, to Iwo. Although the motion to have that was moved by our son here, the man representing us here at the House of Representatives, but we didn't get it, and so many things. So we realized there is a need for us to come together. Because if we are together in unity, there is strength. So that necessitated this coming together. The inaugural something, and as you can see, all the problems have been identified, and then we already have a steering committee working on all of them. But with all these people coming in now, the intention is to co-opt more people to these various committees and executive, so that we can begin to find solution to some of these problems. Number one, unemployment. It's because of unemployment that somebody was talking about the youth not being interested in education. Well, there is no dignity in labor again. Why would the youth be interested in education when they can see a thug riding and they see another person who is a graduate with very good result and everything? In those days, our own something. Who are the role model? The teacher, maybe in short. In fact, if you're able to, if you ride a bicycle, then you are you getting what I'm saying now? But there's no dignity in labor again now. People don't care about the source of results and the wealth. Just get the money. That's the new something. So that is why people are not encouraged to. So we need a total reorientation. If people can get job, then you'll be able to convince them. Tell me about my loss in school. But you know, anybody, I get what I'm saying now. So we need to empower people, provide outlet for them, So if we're able to do that, attract some big organization production, manufacturing, service that can employ the teeming youth. Are you getting it now? No, guide them, mentor them. Somebody mentioned mentoring. It's very critical. So are just going to school. They don't even know why they are going. They pick courses. You ask them, why did you choose this? They say, you know. So we need to do a lot about mentoring. I remember my club. We used to go to all the secondary schools in Ikirun we gather professionals to talk to them. If you want to be a medical doctor, these are the compulsory courses you have to do, and these are the things you need to do. You want to be a pharmacist, you want to be an accountant. So we need to revive that. We need to revive the library. When I was in school, we used to go to the public library to read. We even used to borrow books from there. I'm not sure there's any library again. So we need to find a way to bring the library back, at least talk with essential something, revive the health something, you know, so that people can access cheap health services, and then, I mean, work with government to get our inner road to, you know, like this one now, you can see this road so bad. I'm getting it now. So if I have to do that, minaret is coming. There are some constraints, but we are trying to address it. If they're able to come up, so that we have that, you know, here too, and then generally try to identify the problem, and that is the objective. And we know the game plan. Politics is the game plan. And we want to, because here it's like our people don't know how to play politics. You know? Politics is not an end in itself. It's just a vehicle. So if our people see it that way, whichever party we belong, the important thing is the interest of your people, the interest of your community. Attract the best there. You don't need to fight. I get it. All of us cannot sleep. Is that not so? So that is the objective, and we pray to God that we will be able to carry on without rancor. If we have unity, I'm sure we'll be able to achieve a lot. Thank you very much.
My name is Professor
Madam, we find out that you are one of the foundation member of this group.
Yes,
and basically to engage development Ikirun also.
Yes, I'm a member of the steering committee.
What's the
It's actually to see how Ikirun community can be moved forward, to reach out to every son and daughter of Ikirun to see how we can actually impact Ikirun in such a way that Ikirun itself will be able to affect the nation, Nigeria, positively, to build up our children, to let them know that there is work to do, and to ensure that Ikirun is moving high in education, health, and other things that are valuable within the society.
Yeah, thank you. There's a call globally now and locally that there's a need for women to really contribute to development.
Yes.
Madam, what do you think will be the benefits to average women as we are piloting this agenda?
Yeah, thank you. It is very essential that women should move in or contribute to the development of the society. Generally, you see that women, they are the anchor of the home, because they are the ones that actually nurture the children. They are the ones that stay at home to make sure that all go well, even with the husband. And that is why the women cannot just be pushed to the back, but they have to have a belief that there is work for them. If the women can actually come up and they can have impact in the lives of their children as they are being nurtured up, it will affect the community. And that is why we cannot just do without women in our society.
So, Madam, thank you so much. In the course of the presentation, they've discussed about mentoring. What are you doing to be of support to young people that want to emulate what you are doing as a professor and get to the peak of their career?
Thank you. Yes, there are so much to be done. Especially when you look at the society, you see that so many things are not okay. And especially in the education. When you train any man or any child, it is like you are training the country. They will know the value. And the way things are, in my own little way,
all the young ones that come across my way, I talk to them about the furlough of life. Not just being nobody or looking down at yourself that you cannot achieve anything. You can, because those that are achieving, they don't have to X. So it's like telling them that you can move forward. You don't have to complain. There are so many obstacles in any way. When you want to go up or you want to move to a higher level, definitely you will come across some hindrances. But it is left to you to believe in yourself and to move forward. If you interview so many people that are successful today, you see that the Yoruba people will say that ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ó lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́, and it is left for you to determine and to move forward. So the way I do is that whenever I have anyone coming to me, I encourage them to push forward and not to put their mind on the wealth or a particular person that this is the person that will move me forward. But looking at yourself that I have to give all I have to attain my goal. So that's the way.
Thank you so much. We're very happy to speak with you.
My name is Ghazali Dewale Lawal. I'm a retired Deputy Inspector General of Police.
Sir, this National Ikirun Progressive Union is an organization that will have been a fulcrum or foundation for development. Consider what we've contributed to Ikirun. Sir, what is the mission behind this organization?
Well, I have said it several times. We should all be interested in the progress and development of our fatherland. As far as I'm concerned, go east, go west, home is the best.
Sir, as a retired DIG, young people like me have been following up your track record as one of the people that empower people, specifically in providing employment.
Yes.
And vis-a-vis that we don't even expect that the country will face what we are facing now. We've seen most of the young people that you've helped that have climbed the ladder in terms of career progression in police. Sir, what can you tell the young people to emulate, to set the record that Ghazali Lawal has put in place?
They should be contented. They should not depend on bribe taking. They should make friends instead of extorting people. Make friendship with people you help. Don't insist on getting immediate gain, because eventually when you retire, these are some of the people who come to your aid.
DIG Ghazali Lawal is a name, is a brand across Nigeria, and both in the north, in the south, you see a lot of people, they are shouting about your name. And we want the young people to really emulate, sir. We want you to really tell the government, if vis-a-vis the insecurity in Nigeria, some kind of what you want the government to change in terms of the security architecture, so we can have a peaceful reign in the country.
The situation now is that our boys are no more interested in working. What they want to do is to make quick money. When we started, we didn't know anything about quick money. We wanted to, and we did. And what I used to tell people is that think of, remember where you are coming from. Don't spoil the name of your family, the name of your village or town. Be contented and help people where necessary. You see, I used to tell them that to hear is human, to forgive is divine. The rule is made for man and not man for the rule. That is my own doctrine in life. This does not mean that if you do good, does not mean that you are not doing what is supposed to be done by the law. That is why my people, the Yoruba people say, the gain is limitless. You will do your job without hitch, without problem. That is my own.
We'll follow up in the house to come and see you for more interviews. We'll follow you down to the house for more interviews, sir. Thank you, William. Leader of thought in our town. Can we meet you for record, sir?
I'm Prince Kolawole Adeyemi, a retired director in the admin of federal government.
Sir, thank you so much. Most of young people like us have been following your track record. He's a civil servant and a career and diploma in the federal civil service. Sir, I want to know what is the mission behind this concept?
Well, the mission maybe is threefold. We need to join hands together on how we will be able to develop the town. Secondly, we need peaceful coexistence among the citizens of the town. Thirdly, we need to join hands and work as a group on how we can secure federal government support, state government support that will enhance the development of Ikirun.
Sir, come back to Ikirun and see what the late our father who happened to be the dynasty of the Adeyemi family. I'm talking of Papa is a Zore Sir, and then we see most of his children, both son and daughter, are doing well in the development of Ikirun. Sir, what do you tell other people as what is going to be the way forward so the legacy can be sustainable?
Well, the legacy of Baba Adeyemi can be sustained if we can all join hands and work together consensuously on how to develop the town. He was not literate, but he had the interest of the town. That is the paramount in his mind. Secondly, he was able to devote whatever he had, his wealth of experience, because he was exposed to civilization in Lagos before. He was a farmer, but he was exposed to civilization in Lagos, and he was able to carry everything he had experienced in Lagos to bear in Ikirun. And that was why in area of education, he was not only involved in education in Ikirun, it was involved in education in Osun State, Oyo, because he was one of the 4 founders of Osogana School, and he also told to ensure that Ikirun was funded. He used his mind. Even people didn't like what he did. He acquired land. They were abusing him, begging them. So we need to be humble. We need to show some humility. All of us. That is the way forward. We can achieve much in this country.
During your career as a civil servant, a lot of people have benefited from this. We want other people who are in the position of authority to really help the young people. What can you do to really partner with those people who are coming and advise them appropriately so they can be able to learn from you?
I will continue to advise the people, the youth. Whatever you have the opportunity to assist people, you should be able to do so. In fact, let me give you an example. I was holding a meeting during my service here with the managing director of NEPA, and I told him that we didn't have transformer in Ikirun. There and then he approved the transformer, which is now benefiting people in Maboleje. So we have, once you have opportunity to assist your town, bear it in mind. It can come from through. Just make sure that you assist them. I know I've assisted people even to get job in physical defense, EFCC, and so on and so on. But yes, EFCC and others. But I encourage people that are coming to take advantage of the position they have to make sure that they can contribute in assisting our people to get jobs.
Can we meet you for record, sir?
My name is Alhaji Abdulateef Adebayo Kolawole Ajala. I am a chief magistrate with Osun State Judiciary. And I am privileged to be the secretary of the steering committee that organized this convention, and I happen to double up as the chairman of the convention planning committee.
Thank you so much, Magistrate. As a pioneer, as national secretary of this reputable organization, what is the mission behind this initiative?
The mission is simply Ikirun, and Ikirun. All we want, all we desire, is to see Ikirun moving, being raised, and getting to where we ought to have been long time ago. They say it is better late than never done. So our desire, our thinking, our prayer to God Almighty is to see Ikirun being at the place is deserved to be. So à ń wo à ń bẹ lọ́run ó gbé a sí àyè tí Ikirun tọ́ sí láìpẹ́ láì ní jìnnà àti sọ́fà àti jìyà púpọ̀ nílùú yìí máa gbàgbọ́ ní Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run gbé adé ilẹ̀ ìlérí náà.
The Magistrate, we know that you are trying to sustain the legacy of our founding father and most of our political giants who have contributed in this time. People like Dr. Kusaboti of Blessed Memory, people like former king of the town, and recently Oba Rauf Adedeji. Sir, most of the young people are looking up to you. What kind of mentorship will you be able to or guide them or provide for them so they can be able to learn from you?
You see, Yorùbá ní tí ọmọdé bá ti mọ ọwọ́ wẹ̀ wọ́n á ní abágbà jẹun. Even my humble self, I thank God. Àwọn àgbàlagbà ni Ọlọ́run ní kí n máa bá ṣe pọ̀ láti kékeré ayé mi. Láti ìgbà tí mo ti wà léwe ni mo ti máa ń rìn pẹ̀lú àwọn àgbàlagbà ìlú. Àwọn tí wọ́n mẹ́ńtọ̀ èmi náà fúnra mi àwọn náà lè ti dárúkọ yẹn. Late Dr. Ahmed Ọládépò Kòsámọ́tò mẹ́ńtọ̀ mi ni ẹ́, àwọn tó groom mi ni ẹ́, àwọn tí mo dàgbà sọ́wọ́ wọn ni ẹ́. So bàtà sì ń dàgbà sí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀kọ́ tá a ti kọ́ lọ́dọ̀ wọn, pẹ̀lú ìlànà tí wọ́n fi náà ara àwọn tó kú wa táwọn náà fi lọ ka ẹ̀kọ́ òfin náà nìyẹn. So bàtà ti tàdé ń dàgbà sí à ń tún sábà pàdé àwọn tí wọ́n jù wá lọ, tí wọ́n ń kọ́ wa, tí wọ́n ń tọ́ wa bí ó ṣe yẹ ká máa rìn. A dẹ̀ rí pé Ọlọ́run guide wa, Ọlọ́run ń tọ́ wa. Gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ti ń dárúkọ kúrò tó fi dórí bàbá wa Akirun àná, bàbá kábíyèsí, bàbá Rauf Ọláyíwọlá Ọláwálé Adédèjì. Mo súnmọ́ bàbá púpọ̀ nígbà tí bàbá wà láyé. Akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ púpọ̀ lára wọn tẹ́ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa genius. Bàbá was really a genius. Kéèyàn má ka science kó dẹ̀ ṣe physics jáde ní university. You can imagine and you can discuss the kind of person. So adúpẹ́, so àwọ̀ tọ́lọ́mùbá ní káwa náà rí àwọn ọmọ tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn wa tí wọ́n ń rí nǹkan tí astam ń ṣe. Ọlá àbàtà ní mọ́dọ̀ sàn wọn ní mọ́mọ́ yan ohun táwa náà ti ń kọ́ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn bàbá wa tí wọ́n náà bá ń lára wa àjẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ àwọn bàbá kò rún nìyẹn. a máa jẹ́ kó máa sàn lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn náà ni yóò máa pọ̀ sí i. So Ọlọ́run kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
Magistrate, considering what is happening in the country now in terms of there's a need for the financial autonomy for judiciary, what can we benefit from this, and how this is going to help the independence of the judiciary?
Definitely, it is only in Africa, or may I say in Nigeria here, that we have that kind of trouble. Independence of judiciary, it is that's the practice in every civilized world. It's only in Nigeria that is being asked. It is wrong. Independence of judiciary is the only solution to all this trouble that we are facing in justice sector. Let the judiciary be independent, truly independent, and I can assure you, common man on the street will live a good life.
Thank you so much, Magistrate. Come back to the young people now. They've seen how you achieve much in life, and they want to really learn from you. What effort are you putting in place to have a mentorship platform that will really guide them and encourage them to be a successful young individual so they can continue their quota to us?
We will keep trying and trying and trying. We will not rest on our ass. We will keep encouraging the youth. Charity begins at home, they say. From my very immediate home, from my very, very home, I will try my best to encourage my children to see that they are doing well. Then I'll move to my compound. I'll see that my people from my compound, they are doing well. Then, of course, my street, where I'm resident, my town, and like that. So as much as possible, I cherish the youth. I cherish the youth. I am a youth. I'm still a young man. So I cherish the youth. I give them that coloration at all time. Anytime I see a young man splendid and coming up, I love it. And by the grace of God, I will always do that.
Magistrate, thank you so much.
God bless you, sir. I'm grateful, sir.
Can we meet you, sir?
My name is Engineer Olugbenga Olateru, aláṣẹ àti olùdásílẹ̀ Ọgbọ́nlógbà farm tó wà nílùú Ìkìrun.
Sir, we really gone through the program and we see that the organization wants to set place for development in Ikirun. What is the mission behind the concept?
The mission is very critical to the development of Ikirun, and we are mainly for collaboration within by our people towards development of Ikirun in the area of education, in the area of infrastructural development, and solution to the trend of things that has to do with security of our people and properties. And we are using this opportunity to bring together every citizen, every indigene of Ikirun, both home and abroad, for the development of this Ikirun. We want to bring people together so that when we pool our resources together, when we pool our experience together, pool our positions together, the development of Ikirun will be an easy task for us.
Sir, we've gone through your citation. We've seen that you've really make impact in the oil and gas industry, both locally and internationally. And we believe that this will be an handy opportunity for the young people who want to be in the same career. Sir, what do you think that you can offer young people in terms of mentorship and career guide?
Okay, this one we've been doing it without looking back. Coincidentally, I graduated from this secondary school here, Ikirun Grammar School, in 1978. Sometimes last year, I was in the school and I met with the principal and the staff. I was talking with a set of science students, and in the process, the vice principal said, why don't they call the assemblage of all the students and do some mentorship to them? And what are we talking about? Children of nowadays need to determine their plan. Have a big plan, work towards their goal. That determination is at the inception. At the moment you cut your roadmap, made it clear, no distraction will take you away from the track. And I always refer to a book by Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Part of those 7 habits is to have the end in mind at the beginning and prioritize your task. And why all that? Students, while they are in school, somebody like me, I determined that I would be an engineer while I was in secondary school. So that has really created a channel for me that I'm already into engineering. Then I have to be science-oriented student. And to the glory of God, as an electrical engineer, I worked with National Electric Power Authority for close to 8 years. From there, I went to Nigeria National Shipping Line. From there, I went into oil and gas. And to the glory of God, it doesn't end with engineering. My wealth of engineering experience was adopted into position of a contract advisor. By virtue of oil and gas business, it's not only lawyers that draft contracts, because there are too much technicality involved. And those technicality, it's only somebody that has been into project management and into engineering that will understand the engineer's language in contracts. And I thank God that it is a fruitful journey. And after retirement, I decided that I want to go into farming, and that's why I'm back in Ikirun, to influence our young generations to develop their skills, develop their habits, the positive habits in them towards the development of themselves first and the society at large.
Thank you so much. I've seen that the passion that you have for agricultural sector, which most of the global economy has sustained through what we call green economy.
Yeah.
So, can you give us an opportunity that about for the youth in terms of the agri-value chain?
Okay. In this part of the world, God gave us a very unique opportunity in terms of land mass. Africa is the largest continent in the whole world, and Nigeria is blessed with vast land, arable land that are very, very good for farming. Those are opportunities that we have. And how do we harness those opportunities? Is by tilling the land. It's not by standing somewhere and be buying and selling. Buying and selling, it will just give you little profit. But if you go through the whole value chain, like myself, I'm into production of tomato and pepper. And why do I choose that area? There is nobody that will wake up in the morning that will not eat. Whether there is war, there is peace, there is no way you will not eat. And that's my concept. I call it daily need. It's the same thing like drinking water. You need water. So what do? I have to do something different from what we used to practice and what our old forefathers were practicing. And that's why I went into greenhouse farming. The greenhouse farming gives opportunity to do all year-round farming. And in the process, you can have production throughout the year, supplying your end users, or in the future, process those things to really harness those opportunities so that somebody else will not just be taking the larger profit from the business.
So, hydroponic farming is a new concept in agriculture.
Okay.
So what we call vertical and soilless farming. So, if you're the first person that go to set that agenda rolling, what do you think you can advise the government so it can be able to be, as you said, all year-round farming system, and a whole lot of opportunity are going to provide a supply of farm vis-a-vis food security that the local and international government and non-governmental organizations are advocating for?
Okay, I'm just a person that believes in crawling before you walk before you run, so that you won't miss your steps. And if you miss your steps, you can retrace your steps back. Let's start with what is. We have done traditional farming. We've gone into greenhouse. The next level can take it up and do the vertical and the horizontal farming thing. The basic things that we have, the land is already available for us. What I would just advise our people to stop doing is all these short piece of land that we are selling to external people. I want to preach to Ikirun indigene. We should stop selling our father's heritage. We should stop selling our heritage. We should stop selling those lands. They have more values to us than the peanuts they will give to us when they buy it. It will be outrageous and out of tune for us to start selling what we're supposed to utilize to external people, especially the Chinese. Yes, we are looking for development, but we should look for it in the right way and the right approach. From there, we can go to the next level.
We will do the follow-up of the interview with you. Are we meeting for records now?
Yeah, my name is Professor Sunday Owolabi, a native of Ikirun.
Sir, the National Ikirun Progressive Union is an organization that comes to the fruition now.
Yes.
What is the mission behind this?
Thank you. You will discover that Ikirun is centrally and well located in Osun State. When you look at the population thickness, population density, it's either number 5 or number 4 in Osun State. And it has been a headquarter for a long time. It has been headquarter of Osun Northeast, where so many cities and villages are under it. We find out that development is not going at an increasing rate. Development is so slowing down in our environment. We don't have higher institutions in Ikirun. All the neighboring villages and towns, they have higher institutions. Therefore, we said, how do we develop this community? Security is a challenge all over Nigeria. We have to do community efforts. Education is a necessity in the modern day. We have to do something. Infrastructure, we attract industries to come. It's a necessity. And several other things. We think coming together as a body will help us to achieve a lot. And that's why this convention is taking place today.
Yeah, Prof, can we say thank you for this? Because we know that most of professors, they always feel within the comfort of the university looking at the academic calendar.
You are perfectly correct.
Yeah, sir, Ikirun has been yearning for development and you set an agenda.
Yes.
Sir, most of your colleagues in university who are doing research, what effort are you doing to provide solutions to some of the social crises bothering?
Thank you so much. We are doing a lot. You have so many PhD graduates that have written a lot of theses, a lot of discoveries, a lot of contribution to knowledge, but we need to appeal to our government. Many of these theses are just on the shelf, gathering dust. We need to have a linkage between the academics and the industry. We need to have a linkage between the government and the institutions. And this is very, very important. So we plead with government that they cooperate with us to be able to develop our country. And I know very, very soon, a monumental development, a change that will bring development to this community will take place.
Sir, thank you so much. We have to let you know that you've done so well. Vis-a-vis that the government at the center has been campaigning for the need for the academia to go to the community and help the area of development. Sir, what is the agenda in partnership with the state and federal government so you can be able to experience rapid achievement of your
Thank you.
vision?
Oh, thank you. If you look at this hall today, we are about 10 professors. From this community, we have already formulated an education committee, which I happen to be the chair. Though I'm a vice president for the national body and the chairman for the education committee. We are going to draw up a lot of agenda that is going to collaborate with the state government. For instance, this place where we have already had an agenda. Look at this hall. Line follow doing nothing. We are going to commercialize it in partnership with the state government so that it can be a part of the internally generated revenue for the government and also bring development for this community. We are looking at this place, turn it to School of Basic Studies and Entrepreneurial Development because this place is so big and totally underutilized. We want to give it full capacity utilization by turning it around and collaborate with the state government. We have met with the state government. I was with the Commissioner of Education, and he asked us to go and make our proposals, and they will positively look at it and cooperate with us.
Sir, a lot of stakeholders and most of the contributors in the court of discussion are suggesting that there is a need for the refill of the curriculum. We have a lot of government agencies, specifically National Education Research and Development Council, that have been working in that. Sir, if you have opportunity to advise the federal government so our education system can be functional, can be effective, and can be productive, what will you say to the government?
Thank you. The ideal of reviewing the curriculum belongs to the NUC. NUC, Nigeria University Commission, National University Commission, they are the one in charge. But usually they invite the professors to come around and bring in the modern things, review it to meet international standards. By God's grace, we have contributed before. I work with the NUC on review of public sector accounting syllabus and curriculum. It was a wonderful achievement. So we are ready to work with the government. We are ready to review the curriculum, but we must be IT driven. In everything we are doing, it is IT driven. That should be our focus, and I know it will be well.
So we do a follow-up interview after this program.
Thank you so much. God bless you.